Good evening. I watched a live the other night by Ghost Adventures of Cornwall, and it was in a graveyard. It was called Old Man Stakeout Live, and it'd been it was slight rain as they were going round, and these insects were flying round in front of them. So I took one section, a frame, of something which looked more than an insect. And I've done a couple of videos like this, and I've delved deep inside by going into editing. You keep going deeper and deeper in, and then you take a section from that. It might be just that section of the moth, and go into that, and more images come out of it. So by the time I'd gone 20 images into editing, it had gone from this to images of dogs, young boy, woman, two men, and many other things. But what I normally do with these videos, I do them, show you frame by frame as I've gone into editing. But by the time we're halfway through the video, most people have gone on to something else. So what I've done is put the two frames of the so-called moth, and then I put the last frame from editing to show you what I ended up with, and then work my way back. So hopefully that you see what I ended up with. That might encourage you to watch it to the end, or watch it to the beginning. Right. I'm trying all different ways to get people interested in finding out why these images are appearing. If they can come up with a reasonable answer, not abuse, I'm prepared to listen. But either they totally ignore it, or you get some abusive comments. Right, so this was the first one. But if you look here, there's a chin, a mouth, a nose. There's a face on there. So I'll zoom in on that now. See in there? Eye, nose, mouth, chin. As I say, it could be, I got an open mind, and it could be the head of a moth, because that is upside down, isn't it? Oh, that's the way it was flying down. Right. Okay, so I go on to the next one now. Yep. So turn around and went up now, and it's the, so you've got the four things jutting out the side and four that side, so it's something with four sets of legs. If it's an insect, I think it's more than that. So this then is the last time I went into editing. Now, if you look here, with an eye, a nose, and a mouth, you keep looking and that face will come out at you. This part is still pixelated, so that's not showing the other eye. Over here, the top half of the head, mop of curly hair there. There's the forehead, there's the one eye, there's the nose, there's the other eye. The bottom half of the head is missing. it hasn't formed yet. If I carry on going into editing, either that'll turn into a different face or this part might form. But I've done it 20 times now and people don't like watching long videos. So I've just gone as far as that. If somebody says that they would like me to go further, I'm prepared to do that, but I'm not going to waste my time if it's not going to be watched. Okay, so go to the next one. We're going backwards, remember now. But also, back there, down here, see there's the globe there, that's the Earth. And sitting on top of the world is this young boy. There's his two eyes, look. Nose, mouth, parting, mop of black hair. And he's sitting on top of the world. Top of the world, more. Right. And all these things are supposed to be. This yellow is the moth that I've blown up and gone deep into. Now, eye, nose. Well, this is a terrier dog, and he's got his head on the side saying, "Aren't I cute?" And also snuggled up to him here is the dog's puppy. And there's a man there. I don't quite know what he's doing there. His mother's not there. Right, so oh, there's the two eyes, sorry. There's the mop of hair. And there's the eye, nose. So there's another face there. Of course, young boy on top of the world. Keep going back. You've turned it sideways now. So there's the dog, eye, nose. So turn it sideways and sometimes you get, and if you go zoom in here, there's all these pixels. See, there's a face there. And each of these, when you zoom, see there's another face there? Mouth, nose, eye, and it's each of these is a possibility of a face. It's either a face in one pixel, or it could be a dozen together, making up one big face. It's but it's like watching, your television when it goes wrong. You're losing the signal and it becomes pixelated. You've got bits missing. Well, this is what happens when you zoom in to these. But the point I'm trying to make is I'm zooming in to what I'm told is a moth. So if I'm zooming into a moth, why am I getting pixelated pictures of people? Surely it would be pictures of moths. See, there's another face here, look. Chin, nose, eye. There. Right. Here's the old dog and a puppy. This one seems to be a monkey of some sort. It's as you go along now, you'll see it. This has the nose, forehead, long black hair. It's either a man or a woman, can't quite make it out. Here, there's two people dressed in black dancing. Here, there's a man with jet black hair, full black beard, and he's got no eyes, which I get a lot of this, and it's down to the fact that most people can't see any of what I've just talked about, so they are blind to any of this, so they can't see or won't see, one or the other. Here's another face here now. Look. This is a kind of an animal. Eye, nose, mouth. And there's a woman here now. Eye, forehead, hair in pink. Another face there, looking that way. But if this is a moth, all this, surely I would be seeing insects or moths here. They wouldn't be showing me humans, would they? Bear with me. Right, there he is, more noticeable. You almost want to take him home, don't you? And there's his little pup down here. Right. So these two people dancing. As it starts going back now, it'll become one man with a big black beard. See, there's the monkey, there's his tail there, and his head, and he's crawling up here. Now there's the man, full beard, nose, 2 eyes, forehead, head, hair. There's another face here, 2 eyes, nose, moustache, beard, hair. Another man down here, there's his eyes, nose, beard. See, as it's altering, so new faces come in and others disappear, because as you alter the shading of it, so you get rid of some features and others turn up. Now this looks like chin, mouth, nose, eye, and looks like the head of a person. But this is the so-called moth. So I suppose that could be his head, couldn't it? Bright dark. Yeah. Looks more like a human than a bloody moth, I can tell you. Language, Timothy. Right. Yeah. Now here's the cross of the gravestones, and this is the so-called moth coming into land. There's a head. It looks like a grandfather rather than the head of a moth. And also here, there's a grandmother here, peeking her head round the corner. And there's also mouth, nose, 2 eyes, forehead, guy with dark hair there. People popping in. And watch this now. Face here, mouth, eyes. Right. Right, so what do you think? It looks like a monkey there, doesn't it? You can see the head, the ear, and the tail curling around like that. That's just a moth on a moth. But you can see the face here now, can't you? The hair, 2 eyes, nose, mouth. Then there's the man here. You got 2 with dark glasses or 2 dark eyes. His hair's up here, forehead, nose. You got a big beard. And there's a guy here with a full black beard. There's better shape of it. Now, there's a couple here, woman, man, dressed in black, dancing away. There's a monkey. There's the cute dog with his head on the side. Puppy. There's the face of a man there. Another one there. Oh, this is a moth. Why are all these people and dogs and what have you in it? There's, if I turn that, there's a possibility that that is, yeah, Jin with a little beard, hook nose, pair of horns, the little devil. Look, and you should find. Seek there. Whatever. Right, move on. Alright, turn this sideways now, and there's the dog, look, with 2 eyes and a nose. So now it's been turned. But this is still the moth. There's the guy again with the hook nose, there's his mouth, chin. Right. Okay. Marvellous. Eye, nose, face there. Top of the head. White curly hair. Eye, nose. This is the top half of a woman's head. And there's the young lad sitting on top of the world. Gee, that's not noticeable now, isn't it? And this. And the thing is, you can take that section there, and with this, go in there, and then go up into this, and click on that, resize it, so that that becomes the size of this, and all this disappears. Then you delve in there, and you find other people. Now, if it's a moth, how is it people coming out? Or is it that all these right, that's the final one there now. The young boy sitting on top of the world. Another one here now, look. Chin, mouth, nose, eye, hair. Gotta put your head in your left shoulder for that one. But see, I was of the opinion, I said it in a couple of videos, that everything that's flying, if this is actually a moth, and by zooming in on his body, going into the pixels, we're picking up this. It's, you know how a television works, where the I don't know, used to be lines in it, but now it's pixels. And they sent through the air, and each one, that might be a pixel there, another pixel, and then they build up. See, there's all the different pixels there. So that if everything that's ever been sent out on a television screen is still flying through the air, like the paranormal people have got these radios, and they're picking up words off the radio. So why couldn't it be the same, that these pixels are flying through space and I'm picking them up on my camera? Most people are bloody gone 10 minutes ago, but I find it fascinating, and I want to find out why. If it turns out to be a moth, and all this is down to pareidolia, I'm going to go along with that, but it seems to be more than that. As I say, if I took this section and went into there, took that black section out there, went into that, resize, and then zoomed in on that, I'd be coming up with another scenario. And you can keep on going. I used to be able to zoom in, and as you zoom in and edit, save, once you save it, this becomes smaller. And when you end up with a small one like that, the computer says you're down to 50 pixels, you can't go any lower. But then I found this button, which means once it's on 50 pixels, you can go into that, do that, quadruple that, save it, and then you go, you find out what you named it under, and you bring that one back up, and you end up with this part being this size. And then you can zoom in again. And once you get down to 50 pixels again, you go back into that, do the same again, and you can keep on going in and in and in. I haven't found the end yet. It's I keep on running out of time or get bored, and I leave it at that. But, when I've got a week or so spare, I will try seeing how far I can go in. And where do you think I'll end up? I said this on one video. The scientists is sending these spaceships, spending billions going out into space, and they can only get out so far because you'll be dead before you get there. But what if everything they're looking for you can get to from Earth? And this could be one of the ways of doing it. But nobody's looking into this. If I get 30 views on this, it'll be a bloody miracle. But as soon as NASA put up something about a black hole, it looked like a donut, and they'd taken a photograph of this black hole. It was the first black hole they'd ever photographed, and I thought, oh, that's interesting. So I started reading into it, and then the girl who was the main one in charge, she said, oh, we don't know actually what a black hole looks like, but we've taken millions of photographs of different parts of the sky, and we've stitched them all together, and this is our best guess as to what the black hole looks like. And that had, in the first 2 days, 500,000 views. And I did a video then where there was a black hole in the corner of my living room. And it actually, no word of a lie, you can go and watch it yourself. A big rocket orb, a giant of an orb, went shooting up past my fire surround, out through the corner of the ceiling. And with it, it dragged all the atmosphere, and the room went dark, except for the cove-in, the edges of the window, and the fire surround, which stayed the colour that the room was before the light left. All the rest, it was in total darkness. It was my grandfather's clock, photograph of my children. Couldn't see any of them. You could see this fire surround that they were sitting on, but you couldn't see it. It was just total darkness. And I slowed it so that you could see what was happening. And then another rocket went up, and that seemed to drag the atmosphere back in. But 50, 60 people watched it. And the Americans have spent $1 billion on a thing. It's a computer mock-up of what I just explained, where they got a box, all the air is sucked out, so that box is empty. But it's not empty. It's still full. It's full of nothingness. There's smaller particles, smaller than atoms, that are still in that box, because that box will never be empty. Because once they are dragged out, there's always something to take its place. And oh well, nearly up to 30 minutes now, and definitely talking to myself now. So I'm off, over and out.